Spokane is still reeling from the Spokane complex fires. I'm doing a market update for a real estate market here in Spokane. It's not going to be my typical market update that I do every month. I want to take a few minutes and talk about the Spokane fires and where they're at this moment. I personally feel terrible for how this has worked out. So many people have been affected. It's been surreal watching as the fires tore through Spokane neighborhoods. I personally was doing a open house out in Medical Lake that morning. As we're driving back along the interstate, I saw the start of the fire. And I was like, that does not look good. I don't know what's going on over there. But before I was able to get home, I started getting notifications on my phone about evacuations and realized something was really wrong. As I actually went to help a friend who needed to be evacuated, and it was just crazy watching as everyone was trying to leave and the traffic, and it's really impressive watching the whole community. The chaos and panics, everyone was trying to get out. And if you're someone that's curious about Spokane, maybe interested in moving to Spokane, this is not normal for us. We've never had something like this before in Spokane. Historically, fires are caused by thunderstorms, like the forest fires kind of out in the mountains and that kind of thing. We don't usually have them this close to the city. It doesn't usually affect homes and things like that, but it has. And this one, is a real big one. They said it's just under 1,000 houses that were completely destroyed. Up to 70,000 people were evacuated at the height of all the evacuations. I'm just really thankful for everyone that's been willing to help. There's been donations coming in from everywhere. Personally did a drive to get donations. There's lots of churches that are giving out things for the people affected. Lots of places around the city were taking in evacuees. It was just really impressive to see the community come together and everyone taking care of each other. If you're still interested in donating, I know there are some places that are taking donations if that's something you'd like to do. If you're someone that's been affected, there's so many places in town where you can get help. A lot of restaurants and that kind of other businesses in town are giving things away. So if that's something that you need, get sure to get online. I was going to list some here, but there's just so many. I know the Spokesman Review has a list of businesses and what they're giving away. And you can leave comments here too if you are something specific you're looking for. For a lot of different businesses in town that are trying to help out. Me personally, I was able to go to some restaurants during the evacuations. They were giving away food and staying open when they probably shouldn't have been and things like that. And just really great to see the community come together. I know someone that's donating photography. He has a drone and is willing to fly into places if you're not sure about home and can't get to those places. If he's allowed to, based on FAA rules, he'll fly over and do photos of your home. That's something you need. Or if you maybe can get into the area and just need photos for insurance purposes, that kind of thing, he's donating those. I have so much gratitude for all of the first responders, policemen, firefighters that have come in from out of state. I heard there were like 1,700 people that came in to help. There's also National Guard has been involved. Just really grateful for everyone that's helped out. We're at the end of the fires now. The evacuation sites have really shrunk. There are some places that are still evacuated, but not near as many as were before. The Autumn Lane fire, I heard today, is 73% contained. The Bold Trails and Fairview fires are both 50% contained. The air quality seems like it's gotten quite a bit better, and there's a lot of people have power now. So it seems like we're doing much better, and we're just super grateful for everyone that's come together to help all of this out. I was able to visit a property this morning that was affected by the Autumn Lanes fire that we are selling. And it was crazy to see the devastation of some of those areas where just like whole neighborhoods destroyed by the Bold Trails fire. The Autumn Lanes fire seemed like there were like one house that was standing and then several that were gone, and then there were several houses that were fine and then one in the middle that was gone. It's just crazy how this worked out. There are a lot of people that may not have had direct effect on the fire as well. There are like a lot of people that had a vehicle that was parked near the house that was destroyed, or a garage or a fence, that kind of thing. But just as you're returning to those areas, remember that those, like your vinyl fences and paint and car batteries, all those things have toxic fumes that come from being burnt. So you just need to be careful as you're going through and trying to do repairs. Follow guidelines, wear masks, that kind of thing, so you can protect yourself. I will talk to several healthcare providers who say that recently there's been an increase in huge amounts of like rashes and respiratory illnesses and things like that caused from the fire. So just be safe out there. We're still not out of this, and it will take a while till we're in a much better place. There's a lot of insurance. A lot of insurance claims going right now. I spoke to some insurance professionals. They are saying to get your insurance claims in as soon as possible. If you know of needing to do insurance claims, go ahead and call your insurance adjuster right away. get those scheduled. They're, as you can imagine, really backed up and doing a lot for the community at the moment. Just make sure you go ahead and do those as soon as you can, so you can get to the queue. I do know that because of fires in the past, like the Elk Fire and the Medical Lake Fire, likely we're going to have increase in insurance. Obviously, I'm not an insurance professional. You should talk to professionals about it, but I'm assuming that in the near future we'll have a slight increase in insurance because of these fires, unfortunately. Also, air quality. If you are struggling with air quality, I recommend going. Costco has tons of air filters right now. You can go and get like one electronic one that can sit in your house and do double duty and help you get your house cleaned out better. Also, remember to clean out your air filters for your furnace. I like to leave mine running, just going, even though it's not cooling or heating, just to help clean out the air when the fires are going on, to keep the air inside my home as clean as possible. I also was able to called and spoke to several agents from the Palisades fires, some people down there, and I was asking them about, just what should we expect and what's coming up and what kind of things to expect for the community and that kind of thing. And they said that it's going to be a long process, that it'll take a long time to rebuild. It'll take a long time for the community to feel back like it's back to normal again. Immediate needs, obviously I spoke about all donations and things. You have need for food or for animals or for clothing, there's a lot of places you can go get those here in the community. There's also going to be a need for temporary housing. Heard a lot of stories about people that had to go quite a ways out to find hotels or those kind of things, places to stay. It's going to be a long rebuilding process. Some people want to take the money and rebuild their homes. Other people want to take the money and pay off their mortgages and use those for down payment somewhere else. But it'll take a while. I also mentioned the firefighters that came out from out of town. I saw earlier that there were around 1,700 people that came in to help this community. So I really, really appreciate all the help we've gotten. As far as the market goes here, I have some new data. It is for through the end of July. It does not include any of what has been happening with the fires. For us, we have noticed that showings have slowed down. It makes sense. They're kind of in chaos, and makes sense that people aren't out looking at houses as much. We did write an offer recently for a house, so some people are, but just maybe less and a little bit slower than normal. I think as the fires are taken care of and life's back to normal, the regular housing, the summer market will be back in full swing. What the numbers are saying is that through the end of July, sales are up 5.6% compared to last year at this time. So that's good. Year over year, we are up total sales about 5%. Median home price is $455,000, which is down about 2.4% from last year's $466,000. Not a huge decrease, but slightly down. Again, the total sales are up. So up a little bit, down a little bit. What I'm getting from our current market at this point, year to date, is that it's about the same as it was last year. Something's a little bit higher, something's a little bit lower, but it's really similar market that it's been over the last 3 years. Inventory is at 3.1 months compared to 3.0 months a year ago. So again, really similar market to where we were, slightly up. It's been inching up over the last several months, over the last years. It's been slowly climbing ever since the COVID boom, slowly gaining back inventory, but still slow process. For homes that are less than an acre, not brand new, so not new builds, and on less than an acre, total sales is up 5% year over year. That's a lot of the home sales in the Spokane area, so that's a good thing, up 5%. Average home sale price is only up 0.4% year over year. So just like barely inching up, but that's for the average. The median home price is actually down 1.2%. What does that mean? It just means that we're about even as we were last year. Some things are up, some things are down. Average is up just a hair, median is down just a hair. Pretty close. Notably, we are up 18% year over year for closed sales for new builds. That's good. There's been a lot of concern with the builders about slowing down and not selling homes as much. A lot of the builders have quit building it quite as much. I feel like that's promising to see that the new builds are also selling again. Those of you who are not worried about new builds, most people aren't. The housing market has been pretty steady. It's pretty normal for our summer market here in July, year over year, pretty similar to last year. Hope that was helpful. I hope the Go well. Again, appreciate all of you and everyone pulling together that have been affected by those fires. It's really great to see the community come together. That's it for now, and I will see you next time.